Ozark Cheryl gets the first to find. I didn't know how to do it. I thought, you know, some that are close could probably get here earlier, so we wouldn't do a first to find on the log. So I just stuck it in those little baskets. And also in the little baskets are a list of the geocaches that
just published.
they are just now published.
Yeah.
They just came out.
Just now came out. Okay, I asked them if they would hold them till 8 o'clock, which they did.
Yeah, they put them out at 9.
So they're on list, but if they hadn't have been, I put those out so that you could at least know where they are. There should be about 10 of them. Oh.
Okay, so I'm driving, so obviously I'm not going to be like looking at the camera. That would be bad. That's almost as bad as texting it, and I'm still looking down. Well, I guess I went to this meet and greet at Burger Hots for geocaching. I wish you guys could have come with me, but Caitlin had volleyball, and Alekio had to work, and I didn't get a hold of Maria. I'm sure she had to work too, and Alex didn't want to go because he's over at a friend's house. But yeah, so I went geocaching. I met some really nice people. I was the youngest one there, so I kind of felt out of place, you know, like, because everyone's so much older than I was. My video is probably going to go over, and Kristen or someone's going to have to come up with a punishment for me from last week. I feel like my head is just floating on top of the steering wheel. Anyway, I met the Noldsters. I met Freezer54. He was really nice. I don't remember his real name though. And then, like, one of the Noldsters' names was Sheila, but I don't know her husband's name because he didn't really talk to me, but she did. She was sweet. It's nice too. I met old professor, the guy I had to tip in, so that was cool. And I didn't really talk to him much either. I wasn't very social. I was like, food, and I just kind of ate. But I did win a prize, like, won something. Oh, like, see, we had these tickets, and if your ticket was drawn, then, like, you got a prize, and I got a chain or majiggy that I can put on a geocache if I make one. But I have a really cool idea for one that I want to do. You could tell the people who knew each other, like, just the way they interacted, it was just cool. It was, like, a cool way to make friends, like, you don't know them, but then you have the stories, like, I told our, story where, you know, before we even had, the app on my phone, see, we used the computer and we'd look up the map online, and then, like, we'd count the streets you would have to pass, and then, like, we'd change it to, like, telegraphic or something like that, and we'd see how many hills you would have to go over, and, like, where the surroundings, like, there was this one, I don't know, it was, like, January last year, and it was, like, it was cold, and it was, like, snowing. The snow was, like, deep already, and we're like, we can do it, we can do it. But we didn't have a map, and, like, halfway through it, we realized, well, Alex was like, it's this way, but he was, like, making up directions, but somehow we ended up on this gravel road that was right, and then we were like, I was like, okay, we go over 2 hills, and then we end up at the bottom of another one, and there should be some type of creek thing, and I don't know how we did it, but we managed to get there, and then we, like, spent forever in the cold, like, shivering around trying to find this cache, and we had no idea what we were looking for, and eventually, like, the wind blew, and it was like a chain metal thing stuck to a foam canister, and it was like hole punctured into one of those little circly things. That was descriptive, I know. Oh man. They go under roads, they're gray, they have ridges, like water goes through them, you know? Yeah, I give up. Yeah. Anyway, it was on one of those things, and like the wind blew, and Alex was like, "What is that?" And so we like came down, and like the snow, like I took like one step in it, and it was like went up to like my knee or my thigh. I don't remember. It was like really deep, and like we took pictures and stuff, and we signed it, and we were pretty proud of ourselves. But then we had to figure out how to get out of the spot we were in, because it was like snowy, and we were on this really hilly gravel road, and we were just like, ah. But it was good times, yeah. But that was like our first major geocaching adventure, and so that was my story that I told. Even with all the rain, it was still a lot of fun.